Hey everyone, how is it going? Welcome to our town hall. Thank you for everyone that is watching live and for all those that are going to be watching after the fact because you're too busy hitting up mics on a Monday night. Good for you. It's been already a very wild Monday. We heard that Chrystia Freeland is stepping down as deputy minister. And who knows what's going to happen in the wild world of Canadian politics? Maybe we'll even have Keenan Thompson himself become the next Prime Minister of Canada. Who knows? But what we know, it's been a wild year in Canadian comedy. It's definitely been a wild year for our association, becoming a chapter of Unifor. We're going to be unraveling all the details and information about that. I had myself, Joanne Britton, and Sandra Battellini go down to Montreal, where I got to enjoy Montreal poutine for the first time. It's worth the hype. I absolutely loved it. And we had such a great time. We got to meet everyone there from Unifor and get to hear more about their mission and how it aligns with our own. And we're really excited about this partnership moving forward. And we're going to get into all those details through this town hall. At the end of the town hall, you are welcome to ask any questions that you have. But I do want to give a lot of encouragement going into 2025 that right now there really is no better time to be a freelance comedian, as we're looking at different funding streams opening for online streaming and online web production. There's going to be lots of opportunities for Canadians to be creating different assets in different ways. And the low-cost tools, AI tools, and everything that you need to be wearing all the hats and being able to produce your own shows and your own productions. It's never been easier. The comedians of 1985 are very jealous of us today. It's very exciting. So I'm going to toss it to the CASC board and we'll go through the agenda today. And we can't wait to hear about everything that we got going into 2025. Thanks, y'all.
Hi, everyone. Hope you're all enjoying the holiday season as we get right into it. I don't mean to be bearer of bad news, and actually it's good news, but as you guys may be aware, we have officially joined with Unifor as a community chapter, and as a result of that, that means that we will be upping our rates from $5 to $10 a month. However, that $10 will be retained within CASC, within Unifor, to still continue doing what we've been doing before. And you'll either be seeing that as a monthly increase starting immediately, or you'll see it as an annual increase starting in the springtime when the annual increases renew. So we just wanted to give everyone an update about that. Once more, the membership dues will be increasing. But with Unifor, we will be much more resourced than we have been in the past. We'll have access to their team to be able to assist with any arbitration that might come up for members. In an event, say that there was a deal that was not honored between a comic and a club promoter, or a comic in a festival, or an improv group in a festival, or sketch group and the festival, whatever it may be, whatever the multiple myriad combinations that there could have been of someone trying to screw over a comedian, we'll have ways to remedy that now. So stay tuned for more info on kind of how things are going to be progressing with Unifor. We have meetings planned with them in January, and myself, Amy, and former President Sandra Battellini actually met with Unifor brass just a couple weeks back at the Sheraton in Toronto, downtown Toronto, where we actually had a little FaceTime with the Unifor president, who said that she would be happy to speak with CASC in the new year to see how we can expand on this relationship. So there's a lot of really exciting things happening. We'll touch on them some more throughout this call. But as I said, don't be shocked when you see $10 instead of $5 coming out of your account. And additionally, that rate will be upping in the springtime for those who pay on an annual membership. So with that, I will throw it over to Nick, and he'll give you guys a little bit more background on what's going on. Thanks.
Thank you, Drew. I appreciate it. My goal is to fit somewhere between Cliff's energy and Drew's energy as I talk about just a reminder of the current benefits available to all of you as members of CASC. I'm going to give you sort of a lot of information, but it's all available on the website and member benefits. I'm not going to read the whole URL. There's nothing worse than a 47-year-old male reading a URL online. So just go to the CASC website and member benefits, and you can get it there. But a couple of things I just wanted to remind everyone of, as Drew mentioned, we're now a community chapter of Unifor. As such, we get access to networking and training, and there's a package on the website with all the benefits that come with us now being a community chapter of Unifor, which is fantastic. I want to remind everyone that we also have access to the arts and entertainment plan from an insurance standpoint. We also have access to the AFBS group home and auto insurance program as being members of CASC. We get deals at Wyndham Hotels, which I think you could all agree is the jewel of hotel chains. And we have also a harassment and violence emergency network, a lot of content and information available to you all. And Perkopolis Perks, you've heard us talk about that quite a bit, is just another benefit that you get by being members of CASC. That's the sort of somewhat exciting, somewhat boring stuff. I think now we're going to pass it on to Amy for the actual real exciting stuff that CASC is doing and to update us on some news. So Amy, over to you.
That was also exciting though. But something that has kind of emerged as part of our partnership with Unifor that we didn't totally foresee, but has been a happy development, was that Unifor and other unions, they have a lot of large events, and they realized after Cliff and Sandra were at their event in the fall that it's actually really fun having comedians perform at your events, and that they so suddenly there's this demand now, or increased demand, not that it didn't exist at all before, to hire comedians for like these corporate union events. And that's very exciting. And so we are also, we've been discussing with one another. Before has reached out to us looking for a comedian in like a region. We're talking about like how, what's the best way to go about connecting comedians with Unifor. And what we have decided more or less was that we want to create a database of our membership so that when different like regional groups with Unifor or other unions, or like it doesn't even have to be a union, like it is like these requests do come up like outside of a union context as well. But when people are looking for comedians, we want to be able to just kind of in an unbiased way, like present them with the amazing talent that we have in our membership. So that's very exciting because it'll be like a new, I don't know, the word revenue stream is like in my head, but maybe that's just become, I'm like a cyborg who like is on Instagram all the time. So I don't know, but it is a very exciting opportunity. And we have already made a connection for an event, a Unifor event that happened at the end of November with in BC with a very seasoned comedian and union member, Charlie Demers. And so he's actually going to talk about how that went because it was pretty special. Okay, great. Why don't we get Charlie in here now?
Hello, everybody can hear me okay? It's nice to be here with everybody. Thank you so much for that. And thank you to the current CASC board for facilitating both the sort of joining of Unifor as a community chapter, and also this what proved to be, like, I think, a really just mutually really wonderful event at the end of November in Whistler. So a little bit of background for this event from my perspective. For most of my career working as a stand-up, the majority of my corporate work, just because of a kind of combination of my personal background and my politics and sort of where my connections are, and sort of who knows me, particularly in Western Canada. Most of my corporates over the years have been for the labor movement. So I've done a lot of union shows over the years, and I'm really excited at the idea that this is a field that could potentially be opening up to other comics, and potentially be opening up in a kind of organized way through CASC as a sort of point of connection, both as a means of kind of strengthening the organizational culture among comedians in Canada, and the affinity for the labor movement, but also just in terms of using a comedian-run space as an organizing principle for controlling the flow of this work. Unifor, as some of you may or may not know, was formed about 15 years ago from a merger between two big unions, one of which was the Communications, Energy, and Paper Workers Union, and the other was the Canadian Auto Workers Union. And I have a personal history with the Canadian Auto Workers Union. It's a long story, but I, as a 19-year-old, organized my workplace into the CAW, and so it was a very kind of intimate event on the 30th. It was really kind of felt like a homecoming. Everyone in the room was very, very excited about CASC joining Unifor. The event was a gathering of reps from all across BC, but also the union's national leadership was there, including from Quebec and the Atlantic provinces, and all the way across to BC. They had just heard from the Premier of British Columbia and the Minister of Labor from BC the previous day. So it was a big event. And they were absolutely thrilled that we had joined Unifor. I just got a huge burst of applause, and I was able to talk about my particular story with the CAW, which also was a real kind of point of connection and bonding. But it was as I told Drew last week, it was easily my favorite gig of 2024. It was the most fun I had on stage anywhere. That's not always the case at these shows, but it was certainly the case in Whistler. These gigs pay well. Unions only ever hold their events in unionized hotels, which tend to be, nice places to stay. So they're comfortable gigs. They're well-paid gigs. I decided that I should be paying at least part of that commission, what I would otherwise be paying to my agent, back into CASC. So I repaid 10% of the pay back into CASC, because I was still doing some of the kind of agenting work on my own. But it was really just tremendous. And I think, if anyone has any questions, I'm happy to answer them. But I think it's something really to be excited about, a really good possibility, and a ton of potential. And these kinds of events are happening all across the country, all around the year. There's so much of this work to go around, and it's good work, it's rewarding work, and it's very exciting to think that more of it could be coming around to comedians across the country.
Awesome. Thank you, Charlie. That is awesome. I think it's a great opportunity coming for cast members, and I look forward to seeing exactly what that generates for our members. So I'm just here to say, as much as we love these virtual awesome meetings, our AGM next year, we're going to do that in person. We want to do that in person so that people can actually meet us. We are real people. We are alive. We are not bots. I feel there's always a better energy when it's in person and live. You get more people around, get more questions asked. So save the date. It will be April 28th, 2025. We're confirming that it will be at Comedy Bar on the East because we want it to be accessible to everyone. And at the time, we're shooting for 5 p.m. But again, that will be confirmed in the new year. So we invite you all to come on down that day. There will be a live stream as well. So obviously, if you're not in Toronto, you will still be able to attend and see and ask questions. But we definitely want to make a big powwow and say by that time, too, we'll have a lot more information on Unifor. We'll have a lot more direction on where we're going. And I think we'll have a really good idea on what CASC is going to be doing for 2025, 2026. So with that, I'm going to bring in back the whole board. And if there's any questions, come on down. Come on down. Charlie, I'll bring you in there too in case anybody has a question. Let's see. Time question. In the meantime, if anybody wants to plug something, who's doing what during the holidays?
Any open mics tonight, Cliff?
No, I was going to say we're all Canadian comics. I don't think we have anything to plug, right?
Well, with CASC, very soon there'll be much more.
Absolutely.
Yes, there will be much more.
Well, I will throw out there that as an independent business owner, I run the other comedy company, and this year we were able to work 38 comedians, and for a very small business, we're pretty proud of that. So next year I'm trying to get to 76 and just kind of keep climbing upwards. And something I'm going to be doing in my business is 5% of revenue is going to go into a comedian fund for specials, for people that want to make straight to digital specials. So that's something that I'll be doing, and I encourage other independent business owners to do the same thing.
Nice. Okay.
Hi all, my name's Josh. For the newest member on the board, I'm the only one not on the mainland. I'm in Newfoundland. Some of you may know that as DSO of Canada, but don't worry. We have lots on the go in Newfoundland. We may be a lot smaller than the big city, Toronto or Montreal, but we have a great community here in St. John's and all over our province. So I just wanted to shout out and tell you about an organization I started called StandUpNFLD.ca. So if you're ever coming to Newfoundland and you're looking for a show, or you're looking to promote your own show anywhere on the island, check out Stand Up NFLD, and we will promote your show for free. No question asked. We're a volunteer organization, and we strive to spread the news of comedy all over Newfoundland.
Awesome sauce. I still don't have any questions, so if anybody else has somebody else to plug. Anybody doing New Year shows? Nope.
You have one, Charlie? Did you have a New Year's show?
Well, yeah, I'll be at at Heckler's in Victoria with Dan Duval on New Year's Eve. So, yeah, if anybody's on Vancouver Island, if anyone's off the mainland at the other end of the country from Josh,
I'll be playing Uno with my 8-year-old.
hey,
It's going to be very exciting.
Selling tickets are going well.
Oh, they're going wild.
Yeah.
Hotcakes, these things.
Oh, that's funny. All right. Well, doesn't seem like anybody has anything to say or ask. Obviously, this is recorded, so if ever there's questions that come up after people have viewed, we'll try and get back to them. If you do have questions after you view this, also you can send us an email. We'll be happy to get it back with you. What is this? Michelle Wells. Just getting a group going on Facebook for comedians of color, comedy in color, and incorporating improv and comedy in what do I do in teaching inclusion. And Dan is my favorite West Coast comic. Thank you for watching, Michelle. Thank you for checking us out. We will definitely send us a link to that so we can share it on our socials. More than
and
happy to.
I'll let Dan know.
Yeah.
He's very good.
It's not you, Charlie. It's Dan. But
No, I
okay, cool.
I viewed that in the most positive of yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Good for you.
That's awesome. All right. Well, then, without any further ado, I guess, how do we say goodbye? Ed Sullivan style? Good night. Sleep tight.
Good night, Canada.
But yes, thank you everyone for supporting CASC. Any questions, thoughts, suggestions, anything that you can come to mind that you think the organization should be having an eye on, please email us. We don't know unless you tell us.
No, we have one more question here from Florence Peneco.
Oh, nice. Florence.
I was wondering about membership requirements. I know it's not like a regular job, but is that a concern? No. I mean, if you want to join, you can join. If you're doing comedy, if you've tried it a couple times, if it's something you want to keep doing, if you want to kind of ensure that you have some benefits and protections as a comic throughout the country, by all means, feel free to join.
Absolutely.
All are
Yes,
welcome.
Please do. All are welcome. And this is the gentleman we were just talking about, Charlie Adam. We will be in touch with you, Charlie. He will be wants to help out with CASC, and like anybody who wants to help out with CASC in any department, whether it be social, whether it be communications, whether you have ideas to bring to the table, we're all open. So just please reach on out and let us know. Boom. All right. Any more latecomers? No. All right. So we sign off. Signing off.
Yeah, I'm like, is there going to be a comment?
So sad. Thank you.
Yeah.
Is there? Oh no! Listen here. Where do I join to pay dues?
It's a joke now. They're going to do this on purpose.
Yeah. I will share the link in the comments where you can become a member. You have the option of doing either monthly or annually.
But you can also just go to canadianstandup.ca and there's a link on the page to sign up and to get started paying dues and becoming a paid member.
I think it's an age thing. Like when Josh and Drew read out URLs, it sounds cool, but like I just didn't want to do it. Yeah, I mean, like it just rolls off the tongue for YouTube, but for me, I wasn't going to do it.
It's not your fault, Nick.
I'm 67, but thank you.
Yeah, no, you look great. You look fantastic.
Amazing. Okay. I will share that link. And from that, unless they're going to do any more
Yeah, I'm like,
silliness.
What are you guys doing for New Year's? Come on.
All right. I'm wishing everyone a happy holidays,
Yep.
happy New Year. Get your rest, take it easy. Don't get stressed by the bullshit you read, and sleep. A lot of sleep when you can.
Perfect advice.
Later, everyone.
All right.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you all.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Covered it
Yeah,
more.
guys.